Mowgli, you've got a thing on your head. What is that? That's weird. You don't know what it is either? Okay. Well, I guess it's not hurting you, right? No? Okay, we can leave it. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's just like, it looks like a flame, but it's not hot. Bagheera, now it's on your head. What is this thing? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's like, I really think it's a flame, but it's not hot. Look, I can touch it. What have you two been doing? You know what? I think I should probably go ask Oona about this. This is weird. Yeah, let's go ask Oona. Okay. Oona, you've got it on your head too now. Can you tell me what this is? What is it? Because it was on Mowgli's head, and then it was on Bagheera's head, and now it's on your head, and I'm just really confused. What is going on here? Oh, you mean, I forgot, it's Pentecost. This happened last year too. At first we thought it was Cyril the squirrel's fault, but then you reminded me that it's Pentecost. Yeah. And you're just wearing a costume. How did you convince the cats to do it? Well, you know what? At least someone is on top of things. Let me go get the Bible story and we can read our Pentecost Bible story. Do you want to read it with me? Aw, thanks, Oona. This week's Bible story comes from Acts chapter 2, verses 1 to 21. It's called A Gust of Wind. A gust of wind blasted through the house in Jerusalem. The disciples jumped up from the table. Andrew grabbed the bread. John and James grabbed the cups. The tablecloth flew into the air. Plates crashed to the floor. The disciples were celebrating the festival of Pentecost, but now their meal was a mess. Andrew dropped the bread in surprise. A flame of fire was floating over each disciple's head. The flames were bright red, orange, and yellow, but they weren't hot. Andrew pointed to the flames. Look! The disciples looked. John and James dropped the cup. Peter and Simon's eyes grew wide. Bartholomew and Philip's mouths dropped open. Matthew, Thomas, and Matthias gasped. Thaddeus and the other James pointed to Andrew's head. You have a flame too! Suddenly, the disciples began to speak in different languages. Latin, Greek, Arabic, all the languages of the world. They rushed outside. We are filled with God's Spirit, shouted Matthew. God is the ruler of all, Philip exclaimed. The street filled with Jewish people from many countries who were celebrating Pentecost in Jerusalem. Every person, no matter where they had come from, heard the disciples speaking about God's power in their own language. Oona, do you think they speak puppy dog too? The people couldn't believe their ears. Some of the crowd sneered. They could not believe that the disciples could actually speak all the languages. But many other people were amazed. Peter yelled, "Each of you hears our words in your own language. God's Spirit has made this possible." Oona, is that how you were able to talk to the cats about your costume? Did God's Spirit let you temporarily speak cat? No? You know what? It's important that we're able to talk to each other. But what's even more important is that we know we are all God's people. And that's something that we remember on Pentecost, that we are all filled with God's Spirit, even if we don't have a flame on top of our heads. Will you pray with me now, Oona? Dear God, thank you for loving us. Thank you for sending your Spirit to live in us. Amen. All right, Oona, can I take off your costume now? Can I take it off? Oh, here we go again. All right, you can keep it on for a while, but at bedtime, it has to come off. Deal? Good deal.